high school volleyball. Tonight's game between the Loogootee Lions and Barr-Reeve Lady Vikings is proudly presented in part by Parkview Village Christian Care, JJ's Concrete, Crady's Body Shop, Loogootee Dairy Queen, Washington Chrysler Center, RTC Communications, Bailey Brothers Used Cars in Shoals and Loogootee, by BR Associates in your local Wendy's restaurant, Build Option Ford, Rosie's Shirt Shop and Gifts, Farm Bureau Insurance, Trailer Fertilizer Service and Trailer Trucking, by Loogootee Mayor Noel Hardy, Engler's Home Comfort Centers, Muffler Menders Auto Repair Center, Hawkins Health Center providing family chiropractic care, Sheer Perfection, by Stop and See Restaurant, Landmark Surveying, Boyd Grain, Dr. Lana Helms Orthodontics, Green's Body Shop, by Trailer Ag Sales, The Tailored Look, Barton's.
Well, good evening, everyone. Jack Butcher Arena, big crowd, Friday night volleyball, guys. This is better than football, isn't it?
It's going to be tonight. I was surprised when I pulled in the parking lot out there. The front was full. They had cars in the back. It looked like a basketball game.
Lou, the Barr-Reeve student section out here in force. It's got to be pretty close to most of the high school over here tonight.
Of course, it don't take much to get, any of the schools excited when both teams play. And Barr-Reeve coming off, this was supposed to be a rebuilding year for them, but they played pretty well, come in tonight at 20-2, and so it should be a very interesting ball game. We'll see what happens.
Well, the Lady Lions come in ranked number 4. They're 16-3, 5-0 in the blue chip. The Lady Vikings are number 2, 20-2, and 5-0 in the blue chip. Both teams have reached the number 1 for a brief period of time. But, Lou, I know the Lady Vikings at this point did not expect to be as good as what they are.
No, starting the season, of course, I've talked to Amber several times, and I asked her the other night, after they beat Vincennes, the 3 games looked very good. I said, just how good is this team? She said, we'll find out on Friday night. And, of course, the teams have played well. There's only 2 seniors on the ball club, so they play well at times, but then again, there's some underclassmen that, they have their moments.
Well, a JV match that was a surprise of sorts. The Loogootee Lady Lions won in 2, 25-21, 25-23. Really, Alan, the Lady Lions' expectations are high, but when they lost what they lost in that back row, everybody's, expecting those big hitters to come through, but it all starts in that back row, and it's been a little bit of a struggle for the Lions despite the record.
And that's going to be the key to this contest here tonight is the big hitters are going to have to come out and hit big because that's one thing that Barr-Reeve is very good at defensively. They are a scrappy bunch, and they don't let balls touch the floor. They keep it in play. And it's going to be key for the Lady Lions big hitters to put it down and make sure that it stays down.
We'll take a break here from the coaches. Amber DeCourcy, the head coach of the Lady Vikings, up next on Razor Radio Sports.
Probably the best practice we've had in a while. So if that's any indication, it should be a lot of fun for them. And I don't know if it'll be fun for the coaches, but it'll definitely turn.
Well, the introductions for the players, the Lady Vikings will start Hannah Bullock, Tiara Kinney, Jenna Knepp. Their libero is Tanisha Graber, Skylar Chestnut, Corey Cummings, Tracy Graber. And the Lions will start Abby Ackerman, Whaley Wagner, Demi Richardson, Remington Wagner, Christina Ziegler, Michaela Beasley. Kaylee Robbins will get a lot of playing time tonight as well. Lauren Bowling, a fine sophomore. She was the defensive specialist for the Lions early on, injured. And as you heard Doug Denson say, out maybe for the year. We'll see. Speaking of injuries, it's unfortunate in the junior varsity game. We want to wish Kelsey Seals the best of luck. She went down in tremendous pain in the Lady Lions junior varsity win, and we hope that all turns out well. It didn't look well on the court, but we hope that certainly that pans out all right for Kelsey.
Good thing was she was able to walk off the floor with some help. So that was the positive thing out of the injury there.
Lady Vikes will serve first. It'll be Hannah Bullock. In the back row for the Lions, it'll be Wagner, Beasley, and Remington Wagler. So Wagner, Wagler, and Beasley in the back. Ziegler up front along with Abby Ackerman and Timmy Richardson. Happy 19th birthday to Bryant Ackerman, listening along with his Elmhurst teammate Kyle Weist. Remember him? Clinton Birch, Brittany Eckerly, Tyler Jacobs up at Elmhurst. Addison Dan at Purdue listening. We're underway. And Remington Wagler gets the dig. There's the tap over by Ziegler. The set from Knepp. There's Kinney. Pushes it over. Wagler's right there, but somebody's in the net. Looked like Remington Wagler, or rather Demi Richardson, 1-0 Lady Vikes.
Demi, she had a nice set to get it across there, but she was just across the line that time.
Hannah Bullock's next serve. Bad pass, back row. Beasley, 2-0 Lady Vikes. An ace by Bullock. This is a young team, Lou.
It is. Hannah Bullock has done very well in all facets of the game. She's only a sophomore.
She throws it up really high and gets another ace. Well, no, it's a nice save by the Lady Lions, and now the Lady Vikes will set it up. Corey Cummings setting in the middle to Graber. Dug up in the back row by the Lions, Wagner. There's the first hit attempt, and it's good by Christina Ziegler.
And Christina got some mustard on that. Greg, it started with the block for the Lady Lions there in the front, which allowed the back row to get a good pass and a nice set to Ziegler that time.
Makes such a big difference when you can get a touch, a block of some sort that slows those big hits down. Demi Richardson. There's a miss hit by the Vikings, but they recover. Down to the back row of the Lions, it'll be Beasley. Richardson in the middle, Ziegler. It's touched, and it'll be a Lion point. We're tied 2 apiece.
Well, Christina is raring to go. That's 2 kills so far, and a nice short set by Richardson that time. Right in the wheelhouse.
I think Tracy Graber touched it, but then it went into the corner where no Lady Vikes were, so we're tied 2 apiece. Demi Richardson's next serve. Hit up by Corey Cummings. There's a set to Kinney, left side, and it goes way back. Wagler runs it down. Ackerman has to hit it over. She does, over her head. Nice job. There's Kinney winding up again touched by Ziegler, and then Wagler, and now Abby winds up. Block point, Vikings. Who was it that got that?
Tracy Graber. Trying to see who on the other side. Mostly Tracy Graber.
Graber leads them in blocks. Big number 15 in the middle.
A junior this year.
A nice little drop shot from the corner that time.
3-2. Lady Vikings have the lead. Now it's Jenna Knepp serving. Into the back row deep. Beasley. There's a set. Ziegler again. Gets another one. We're tied. Coach DeCourcy not happy with the coverage on defense on that play. It landed right in the middle. Nobody was within 5 or 6 feet. And that's un-Barr-Reeve-like. Barr-Reeve obviously always noted for their defense. Not the heavy hitters that they've had in the past, but they've got some good ones. Kaylee Robbins hits it too hard, a missed serve, and it'll be a service there on the Lions. 4-3, Lady Vikes take the lead right back.
Boy, little mistakes like that is what's going to be the difference in this contest.
It's a best-of-5 match. Both teams 5-0 in the blue chip. This will, in essence, determine the blue chip champ, as it does most years. Here we go. Beasley hits it into the net, over the net, and falls for the point for the Lady Lions.
Well, and that was a whole lot of ugly. Jimmy got a hand up, and Beasley miraculously got it to fall over the net.
They'll take it any way they can get it. Hania Cisco in on the front row now for the Lady Vikings. And there's a little drop serve, but dug up by Graber in the back row. Now Beasley, Kaylee Robbins pushes it up high. Remington Wagler to the Vike side. Jenna Neff on the left side. It's Cisco. When it's touched it out of bounds, it'll be a Barr-Reeve point. Richardson got a hand on it, but nobody else could. It went out of bounds. 5-4 Barr-Reeve.
I think that's the first kill for Barr-Reeve, isn't it?
May very well be. A couple of unforced error by the Lions. Kinney, good hard hit, but Beasley's there. Richardson back to Beasley for the kill, and Michaela was right on top of that one.
And the heavy hitters for the Lions showing some mustard there. That's 4 kills for the pair.
5-5, Allison Hoover into the game. Sitting down will be Tiara Kinney. The Cisco, Hoover, Graber in the back row. Tanisha hits it up, and that one's going to be in the net. The Lady Lions get the point. The pass was not good. Cisco couldn't handle it. Hit it in the net. The Lady Lions have a 1-point lead. Whaley Wagner will now serve for the Lions. Whaley serve. Here's a nice pass by Graber. A great set, but the hit was long by Cisco, and the Lady Lions get a break there. Had it where she wanted it, but just hit it too hard. First 2-point lead now for the Lady Lions. It's 7-5. Whaley's next serve. Hit up in the back row by Hoover. There's Bullock, blocked, and a point for the Lions. That's a block kill by Beasley. And the Lady Lions now start to flex a little bit. They lead 8-5. Skyler's Chestnut. I said Hoover's the Chestnut.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be, is sending that right into the outstretched arms of Beasley.
That's going to be the
right back at you.
Yeah, that's going to be the difference.
Could be, Lou, yeah. There's Hoover. Not a good pass, but Nepp saves it. Bullock pushes it into the back row. Robbins, now Beasley. Over the head. It'll go back to the Lady Vikes. Nepp sets it. There's Bullock. Now Remington Wagner, a little bump. There's the set back to Remy. And it goes in to save a point. Can it get it? Yep, they do. Great save by Nepp. 8-5 Lions. Lions have it. Remington Wagner into the back row of the Vikings. Nepp, instead of setting it, dinked it over. She does that a lot.
Yeah.
She's good at that. I thought Jenna Nepp would be a junior in college right now, not a junior in high school. She's been around for so long. 8-6, Lady Lions have the lead. Serving for the Lady Vikes is Corey Cummings. She's one of the 2 seniors. Tanisha Graber, the other one. Kaylee Robbins passes it up. A nice pass. There is Beasley for the kill. A good block and a good dig in the back row by Graber. What a terrific defensive play, and keeps the play alive. Beasley this time puts it down. No chance that time for Allison Hoover.
I think they just made Beasley mad that they sent it back across, and she said, let me give you another one.
It's a heck of a play by Graber.
Boy,
She's a defensive specialist.
The heck of a dig out by Barr-Reeve off the first kill attempt by Bees.
Now Bees will go back to serve. 9-6, her team's lead. Pass up by Nepp. Cummings now back to Nepp. Nepp hits it, and Abby Ackerman digs it up. And Demi Richardson, it's going to be a point for the Vikings. It was in the net, and it must have hit the white line in the net as Richardson hit it over.
I don't think it went on this side. I think it went on this side of the antenna. That's what I think.
Maybe that's what it was, but a point to the Lady Vikings. Here's sophomore Molly Chilton into the game for the first time. She's coming in to serve.
Look at how many jump serves you see on both teams.
And into the net. Service error by Chilton.
So that's just Barr-Reeve's first service error. Loogootee with one as well.
10-7, the Lady Lions lead it. Now it's Remington Wagler's turn to serve. Wagler into the back row. Graber passes it up. Cummings, right side to Bullock. Wagler's there for the dig. Richardson, left side, Abby Ackerman, block, and the point to Jenna Nepp and the Lady Vikings.
Boy, Jenna was right there. Abby sent it right into Jenna's arms, and she put it right back in her face.
Tiara Kinney back in the front row rotation. Sitting down is Allison Hoover, back to serve as Bullock. It is 10-8, Lady Lions. Bullock served first in the game. Now she's back around. There's a set to Ackerman. It is tapped at the net. Lady Vikes will have a chance now. Kinney hits it strong and out, and the Lady Lions get the point. They lead 11-8.
That may be something, Barr-Reeve's going to have to work on, because they've got to get it over the blocks, but going long.
That's definitely the the case, Olu. They're trying to get over the long arms in the front and going long.
Richardson serves it. Kenny hits it. That one was not long. No, Tiara Kenny made up for that one, got the point. 11-9. She's just a sophomore. She's probably their hardest hitter. Now it's Knepp back. Got some pretty good athletes out there, Lou. I know Bullock's a really good athlete. Jenna Knepp, obviously. There's a serve by Knepp. Beasley digs it. Ziegler gets a chance, gets the point off the touch and out of bounds. Lady Lions keep a 3-point lead now, 12-9.
Nice little back set by Richardson that time. Found Ziegler.
Last year, the Lady Vikings were undefeated coming into this game. Lady Lions only lost one. Lady Vikings won in 3 games. Boy, were they tough. Remember that middle game? 34-32. The 3-0, the Vikes went on. There's a middle set, and she hit it right in the net.
And I think that was a little too short
I
on the
think it
set
was,
that time. And
not where she wanted it.
That definitely was not enough space to clear the net.
Barr-Reeve cannot afford to get down.
They're down by 4 right now. Kaylee Robbins to serve. Tanisha Graber in the middle of that back row, digs it up. Net steps it up. There's Cisco for the hit and the kill. So Inez Cisco gets in on the act. Last year, of course, it was Harmon and Taylor for the most part with the kills. They really spread it around this year, Lou, with those young players.
They do. There's been games that they've had 30-some kills, but it's all spread out on, of course, the top 3. It has others into it, too.
13-10. Graber serving. Wagler digs it up. There's Beasley. Blocked, though. Point. And that was Tiara Kenny for the block kill for the Vikings. It draws them within 2 now, 13-11. This is our first and only regular season game on Razor Radio Sports and LooGooteeTribune.com. However, the tournament will have every game for you. That's just around the corner. Beasley for the kill, and she got it this time, but it was a double block. They just didn't get it. It was Skylar Chestnut up there along with Kenny.
Barr-Reeve did an excellent job the previous play with the double block on Beasley. Beasley this time altered the shot, able to put it across.
Abby Ackerman served. Graber in the back row, passes it up. There's Kenny, and that might have been long. Abby went up high after it, and it went off of her arms. That might have been out, though. She would have let it go, but you got to think real quick right there. Point Vikings. 14-12 the score. Andy Robbins runs the ball down. The official gets it, throws it to the Viking server, Tiara Kenny. Kenny just a sophomore. Trying to get her team within 1. They haven't been that close in a long time, and I'll be darned. Look at that. Long serve by Kenny.
Second service error on Barr-Reeve, so that's 2 points that they just given the Lady Lions.
2 points the Lions did not earn. Allison Hoover back in. 15-12 Lions. Whaley Wagner serves. Cisco hits it up. Knepp sets it up. Left side, Bullock. It's blocked by Beasley. Wagler dives after it. Does a great job, but Beasley gets it over. It was Wagner. And then Richardson and then Beasley. Now Robbins hits it high in the air. There's a set to Remy. Wagler hits it, and a great dig in the back row by Tanisha Graber. And into the net goes Skylar Chestnut. Just not enough power on that one. Tried to dink it over, but she was a little too far off the net. 16-12 Loogootee. Game 1. We thank all of our sponsors, guys. You guys did a great job getting out there hustling to get this last second game on. There's the hit now back to the Lady Lions. Abby Ackerman in the back row. There's the set to Beasley and the point. 17-12 Loogootee. Coach DeCourcy calls timeout. We'll take a break. One of those sponsors or 2. First set, 17-12 Loogootee. Back after this on Razor Radio Sports. Big home game with the exception of maybe senior night and the Barr-Reeve match. Barr-Reeve. But it's a big crowd, though, tonight.
It is.
The basketball not draw all happen. They'll draw this year.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a tremendous crowd here tonight at Jack. So far, Lady Lions have 18-12. Whaley Wagner to serve. She's a sophomore. Coach Wagner's daughter. And there's a kill blocked by Beasley. Cisco tried to hit it, but Beasley was right there at the net. Now the Lions will have it set up. And it's set in the middle. Beasley taps it over, gets the point. That is not fair.
Beasley looked like she was going to go up for the super kill that time and just taps it across. And Barr-Reeve still was able to get 2 hands on it before it hit the floor.
18-12, Loogootee's biggest lead. Next serve, hit up by Hoover, and it'll be in the net or over the line by the Vikings, Jenna Knepp. Point to
Jenna
Loogootee.
ran out of real estate there. She was able to hit the overpass back, but she stepped over the line.
And the Lady Lions threatening to run a little bit with this one. They lead 19-12. They get 20, an ace off the hand of Cisco. Wagner gets the point. 20-12. Loogootee, that timeout for DeCourcy. Coach DeCourcy, usually it's lightning. Not this time. Whaley back again. There's Hoover. Knepp. And blocked again by Beasley. Lions have a lot of blocks tonight. Hit over now by Bullock. Setting it up. Richardson to Remy Wagler. And now the Lions get it off the block. Wagner taps it over again. Bullock passes it up. Knepp right back to Hannah Bullock. Blocked again, but on the Lions side, and the Vikings get the point.
Boy, and a nice little drop shot there off the block as Hannah Bullock was able to let that ball travel down the net, fall right in the front row where there were no Lady Lions.
That'll bring in Tori Cummings to serve, and 20-13, Lady Lions lead it. Game one. Just over the net. Kaylee Robbins passes it up. Richardson left side to Wagler, and it'll be a Lion point. Went off the backboard after Tanisha Graber tipped it up there. 21-13 Loogootee. Ziegler back in front. Kaylee Robbins out.
That would have went through the hoop. It should have counted as 3.
What is it if they don't touch it? It hits a goal.
I think it's in
play over.
Is it play over?
Yeah.
And the Lions get another point as it was hit in the net. Cummings tried to set it to Bullock. Bullock couldn't get to it, and now it's 22-13. Beasley got that point from the service line. She'll try it again.
Boy, Michaela has looked good here in the first
set. Bullock. Ackerman digs it up in the back. There's Remy Wagler, but blocked by Jenna Knepp. Tapped over by Ziegler. Cummings. She'll get a chance for Bullock. Bullock gets the point. Well, the Lions have at least one 6-footer in every possession. Ziegler up front. If she's not in there, it's Beasley. That's pretty tough for a 1A school to go up against. Barr-Reeve was able to counter that last year. Taylor and Harmon, they weren't that tall, but they certainly played like it. Molly Chilton serving. Hit up by Ackerman. Wagler. Now Ziegler will have to hit into the back row. Molly bumps it up. It'll be Cummings to Bullock. Bullock has it blocked by the Lions. Ziegler. Demi Richardson to Ziegler. Ziegler hits it strong, but it's hit by Cummings, and the Lady Vikes now will hit it over. Allison Hoover. In the back row, it's Ackerman to Wagler, and Richardson will bump it over. Hoover set by Cummings on the right side. Knepp hits it over. Ackerman's right there, though. Demi now to Remy. Blocked. And the Vikings will get to set it up again for Bullock. And she gets the kill this time.
Boy, and that was perfect play by both teams. They played great fundamental volleyball. It starts with the block, which allows, the back row to make a pass on it. And then you got a great set by Barr-Reeve and that kill put down.
22-15. Molly Chilton jumps up, runs, and serves. Ackerman digs it up. There's Ziegler for the kill point, and that's off the hand of Knepp.
Not a lot of power on that, but she did get it to go down across.
And it's 23-15 Loogootee. Lions come in number 4, Barr-Reeve number 2 in 1A. Wagler, Remy hits it over. Now it's the Vikings Bullock. Blocked, though, by Ackerman. And she hit it again, and Ziegler has it for the Lady Lions. Now the Lady Vikings. Bullock winds up and hits it in the net. So the Lady Lions now 2 points away from set 1. They lead 23-15. It'll be Remington Wagler, the lone senior on the Lion roster. Graber digs it up. There's Jenna Knepp, and right there is Michaela Beasley. There's Abby for the kill. Block, point Vikings. Abby, the set was a little bit high for Abby and a little bit awkward for her to hit, and she didn't get much on it.
Put a little push across, and there were 2 Lady Vikings ready to put it back.
So still set point, 24-16. The score now is Hannah Bullock will serve for the Lady Vikings. And she does. Beasley, not a good pass, but she gets it over somehow, some way from Richardson. There's Kinney winding up and gets the kill. That's twice now. The coverage in the middle has not been there for the Lady Lions. Nobody up front to block it either, so it's 24-17.
That's what happens when you got a nice set from the back row. They set Kenny up, as you said, and that back row is where the Lady Lions have been suspect.
Bullock again, and it goes off the shoulder of Wagler and into the net. Another point for the Lady Vikings, and Coach Lacey Wade will call timeout, trying to stop this little run. We'll take a break. 24-18 Loogootee, set one. Back after this on Razor Radio Sports. Scoreboard 24-18. Long uphill climb, Lou, but the Lions need to put them away. But the Vikes, even if they lose, need to get some sort of momentum here for game two.
Yeah, because they got down by 9, and that's too much to come back.
Anna Bullock serving for the Lady Vikings, trying to claw the way back in, and it's another ace.
That's who you want back there serving if you want to try to dig out of a hole. Bullock has done a nice job placing these serves.
24-19. Bullock again, that jump serve. This time Beasley does hit it up, and game over. It was Christina Ziegler there, and once you get the pass, which was good from Beasley, Demi's going to get it to you, and the Lady Lions win game one on the RTC Communications scoreboard, 25-19. Take a break, coming back for game two between the Lady Lions and Lady Vikings after this on Razor Radio Sports. Williams, old Lou Cavanaugh here at Jack Butcher Arena in between sets, 25-19. Loogootee. Lou, what's the Vikings going to have to do to get back in it, set two?
Well, what they were afraid of, that power, the kills. I mean, when they had to have a kill, they got it. And we were hoping that the defense on the floor would be able to nullify that. But Loogootee really, they got up to a 9-point lead, and Barr-Reeve's got to be closer than that.
Well, Lugootee's defense actually is not that bad. I mean, they lost a lot from last year. I mean, my goodness, whenever you lose the likes of Brooke Nante, Addison Dant, Mariah Whiteside, Hannah Lamar, and, of course, up front, Lauren Walton, everybody forgets the Lions lost so much, but that back row has come together nicely and played fairly well defensively in that game, and they're coming together.
That's one thing that, that Barr-Reeve will have to do is the service errors. They had two. Both teams pretty clean as far as serving the ball in the first, as Barr-Reeve with two service errors, Loogootee with one, but it's going to come down to tiny little things like that.
Yeah. Well, with the jump serve, you're going to have them. I mean, you're going to have a higher rate of spares. And but at the same time, you may pick up 3 or 4 points on a jump serve.
I'd say Bullock made up for those service errors there toward the end, but just too big of a hole for Barr-Reeve to dig out of.
And another one is Molly Wallace. She's done great with her. But tonight hasn't been. I mean, but we just have to see what happens here.
As we get ready for set two.
All right, here we go. Game two. It'll be Remington Wagler for the Lions. How about that, guys? You wouldn't expect an ace from Remy Wagler that way. It was just a little dink serve, and nobody was there in the back row. We talk about the defense for the Vikings. Let them down that time.
Yeah.
They'll be ready this time, though.
1-0. There's the serve. They were ready. Jenna Nepp taps it over, and she gets a little dink. Tie 1-1.
Boy, and Jenna has been there tonight and saw the opportunity once again. Missed coverage by Loogootee with a little tap over.
Anna Bullock serving for the Lady Vikes. Beasley gets it to Richardson. Richardson in the middle. Ziegler puts it down, and it's 2-1. Not sure if that was hit or it railed along the nets, but it landed on the Vikings side where nobody was, and the Lions have a 2-1 lead.
I think it rolled down the net. I'm not sure they blocked it, but anyway, a point to Loogootee.
Tracy Graber in there on the front row for the Lady Vikes. She's the tallest of the Lady Vikes. Next serve is, and there's a long hit by Bullock off the serve. And the Lady Lions jump out 3-1. And, Lou, this is not what the Lady Vikings want to start game two. Demi Richardson, the all-time leader in aces, and she's just a junior. We've got a long way to go in this season yet. Serves it. Graber in the back row digs it up. There's a touch for the Lady Lions at the net. Richardson sets it in the middle for Ziegler and puts it down off the hand of Corey Cummings. Now Ziegler is warming up.
That's 2 kills for Ziegler here to start off, and a nice set by Richardson.
4-1. Loogootee jumps out to a lead after winning 25-19 in set one. Timmy serve. That's a high serve. And hit over by, who was that? It was Jenna Neff, of course.
Yeah, Jenna with
Now they said she hand carried it. And that was possible, Lou. That's what I thought when she first did it. What happens was, but I know they don't always call it. But she got it kind of over her head and then kind of went over with it just like you would kind of a hook shot.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, was a hook shot.
5-1, Loogootee gets the point. Timmy again serving. Bullock digs it up. Net to Kinney, and nice job by Abby Ackerman to save it. In the back row, it's Beasley over to Lady Vikes. Bullock sets it up now. There's Kinney for the kill. Wow, where'd that come from?
Boy, she got up there with some power that time, put it right down the sideline in the back row where there was no coverage by Loogootee.
That's what they need, is that sort of power to counter the Lions' twin tower. 5-2, Tierra Kinney. We know she can do it now. There's Jenna Neff serving. Beasley picks it up. Abby Ackerman hits it, but blocked by the Lady Vikes. It was Graber. Now they set it up. Tracy Graber hits it over. Wagler in the back row. Back set to Ziegler, and blocked, and the Lady Vikings get the point. And it was Graber or Kinney or both on the block that time.
I believe it was a good double block there by Barr-Reeve. Sent it back across.
Lady Vikes fighting their way back into this one. It's now 5-3. Jenna Neff. Strong serve. Wagner rather than Ackerman, and Demi Richardson got it over. There's a whole lot of ugliness right there, but it worked. And there's the kill for Tracy Graber, and that may be her first.
Yep, it is.
5-4. She's the tallest. She's not going to be the one that gets the most kills, but she's going to be at the net all night long.
Well, it's like a big boxing match. Trading punches here in the early part of this second.
1-0. The Lions lead it. Jenna Neff, hard serve just over the net. Diving after it is Wagner, setting it up for Abby Ackerman. Ackerman mishit it, but gets the point nonetheless.
She intended to do that, Greg. Just a little tap, and that was not what they were expecting on the defensive side of Barr-Reeve.
6-4 Loogootee. Kaylee Robbins, another sophomore coming in to serve. She's the Lady Lions lefty server. Into the back row, Tanisha Graber. Neff in the middle. Kinney winds up, gets another kill. Off a couple of Lady Lion players. First up front, Beasley, then Demi Richardson before went into the stands.
Boy, and Kinney's looking pretty good here in the second.
Sophomore. Boy, I tell you what, there's some good young players out there tonight. 6-5. Loogootee has the lead. Tanisha Graber serving. Wagler passes it up. Richardson sets it, and Beasley just hits it into the net. Timed it wrong, and we're tied.
Talking to Amber DeCourcy when we were taking preseason pictures, I said if we could put both teams together, we could play in probably 3A and win a lot of stuff.
Ooh, you're talking consolidation now, though.
No, we just put the volleyball teams and play 3A.
6-6. Lady Vikings going for their first lead. Set it up for Cisco. Cisco hits it over. Wagler. Richardson in the middle to Beasley. And a nice dig by Bullock. Great dig, as a matter of fact. And they get a chance again. It's Beasley in the middle. And another great job by Neff. Lady Lions, Richardson now, Robinson. Now we're seeing good defensive play, particularly for the Vikings. Graber, nice pass. Left side, it's Cisco, and it's a shame. It went in the net. I think Cisco her hand hit the net, but that's a shame that had to be called unless it was obvious, because there was some great volleying going on right there. Point to the Lions.
Yeah, nice rally, some great fundamental volleyball. It has, some nice passes, sets, and
Abby Ackerman, a hard serve that's dug up, and there is Cisco hitting it over. Nice job by Kaylee Robbins. Extends her body to get it. Tapped over by Beasley. Now it's hit in the back row by Neff. Ackerman, front row, Wagler. It's touched. Point Loogootee. 8-6. Sometimes those deflections can hurt you more than help you, because when it's deflected sometime when the back row player thinks it's going to go one way, it goes another. Lady Lions now with 2 consecutive. Abby Ackerman in the net. Service error, Loogootee, 8-7. It'll be Barr-Reeve now with a chance to tie again. If you're just joining us, welcome to our first broadcast of Loogootee Barr-Reeve High School Volleyball on the Racer Radio Sports. 25-19 Loogootee in game 1. 8-7 Loogootee here in game 2. Tierra Kinney misses it, and back-to-back.
Wow. And
service errors.
Just inches out.
Boy, that's a kill.
That's the first service error for Barr-Reeve here in the second, one for Loogootee as well.
9-7 Loogootee. Whaley Wagner to serve. Wagner gets it over in the back row. It's Hoover. Nip. Now look out. It'll be Hoover finally pushing it over. Tough decision. Who was going to get it? No problem there, but it's in. Loogootee gets the point. Beasley got the kill.
Boy, right in front of Amber, and she thought it was out.
Well, I think they said number 11 there is what they did. They put up 1-1, and that being Skylar Chestnut might have been in the net. So it didn't matter if it was in or out. So 10-7 Loogootee. Wagner out of the back row. There's the kill attempt, and it is mishit by Cisco, and now we're at 11-7 Loogootee.
And that's another short set that time by Barr-Reeve.
And when you do that on a short person like Cisco, even though she can hit it hard, it's tough to get to. Cisco will now get the serve, and it's a far sent to Bullock, blocked by Beasley. Bullock gets it back. It's it high in the air. Now the Lady Lions, Ackerman in the back row. A pass, Richardson sets it into the back row of the Lady Vikes. Now there's Bullock winding up, blocked again by Beasley. Hit over. Beasley's there, though. Beasley's everywhere, isn't she? Now there's Wagler. It's the Lady Vikings digging it out. Bullock. Now Wagler digs it out for the Lady Lions. Richardson, Beasley, Jen and Epp. Some good play here. Good defensive play. It'll be Wagner. Richardson setting it for Wagler, and Wagler gets the kill off the arms of the diving Tanisha Graber.
Well, 2 kills for Remington here.
Timeout, Coach DeCourcy. The Lady Lions are on a little run. They won game 1, 25-19. Lead game 2, 12-7. We're back after this on Razor Radio Sports. Power up front.
That's what we were afraid of, the power, and Loogootee has showed it here tonight. They've Barr-Reeve tried to dig it out as best they could, but they just can't match the power.
Lady Lions have lost 3 on the year, 2 of them to Eastern Green in tournaments. The other to Andrean up at the Lafayette tournament, where they also lost to Eastern Green. Barr-Reeve's lost just 2 matches themselves. They are 20-2 coming in.
Lost to Mount Vernon in the tournament, and also Trinity Lutheran.
Trinity Lutheran, yeah, they came in and upset the Lions last year and took it to state runner-up. There's a point for the Lady Vikings on a kill by Skylar Chestnut. So coming out of the timeout, they get a point. It's 12-8. So whoever comes out of this sectional may very well face Trinity Lutheran again in the semi-state. 12-8. Lady Lions have the lead. Corey Cummings serving for the Lady Vikings. Robbins digs it up. Richardson to Wagler. Wagler hits it over. There's Beasley for the kill. It was a sandwich, as Ann Ackerman would call it, from Hoover in the back row. And all that means is the pass was right there at the net where Beasley could cram it down. 13-8 Loogootee. Michaela Beasley has played a great match, and she's serving now. And there is Bullock. She goes up high, but the Lady Lions are there again. Ziegler puts it down. Nice job by Hoover. Or rather by Allison Hoover. Bullock hits it, but it's blocked by Ziegler. Nope, it wasn't blocked. It was in the net. And they hit it again, so a point to the Lions. 14-8. Loogootee gets that 6-point lead back.
Well, that's intimidating when you got the big gals up front for Loogootee.
Beasley gets it over. The Lady Vikes, Hannah Bullock, hits it hard, but there is Beasley in the back row. Now Ziegler puts it down, but there's Hoover. Nepp taps it over. Beasley again is there. Richardson in now to Wagler. Wagler, beautiful dive by Graber. Hannah Bullock winds up again, and she'll get the point off the diving hand of Wagner. Whaley Wagner, 14-9. Molly Chilton back in, sophomore to serve. That's really her only job in the varsity. Very good fundamental volleyball player. Plays a lot of junior varsity, but good server for the Lady Vikings. She's got one of those jump serves as well. And dug up by Ackerman. Richardson to Ziegler. Point for the Lady Lions off the block attempt by Tracy Graber. 15-9 Loogootee. North Davies football back next Friday night. But tonight, we thought we'd give you a little volleyball here at Jack Butcher. 15-9 Loogootee. They won set 1. Remington Wagler served it. Nepp, is it in? It is. Right on the line in the back row, and Nepp gets the kill, and it's 15-10. Coming in is Kinney. Going out is Hoover. And Kinney is certainly a force to be reckoned with on that front row.
Another one of those jump serves coming up here.
Hannah Bullock. And it's passed up. Graber hits it over. Sandwich from Wagner in the back to Graber. All she had to do was hit it wherever she wanted it. And it's 15-11 Loogootee. Vikings trying to get on a little run here. Bullock serve as a line drive, hits the net, but Wagner gets it. Now from the back row, it'll be Beasley. Dug up by Bullock, and Beasley again gets it. Richardson middle, Ziegler taps it with her left hand. What a diving play by Tiara Kinney, and she saves it. Now the Lions will set it up. It's a far set, tipped over with the left hand by Ackerman. Here come the Lady Vikes. It's Kinney. Now Ackerman. Richardson will give Ackerman back a chance, and it's in the net. It comes back to the Lady Lions. Ackerman again. Hits it over, blocked again by Graber. Beasley well into the back row. There's Tanisha Graber. A chance for the Vikes. Tiara Kinney blocked by Ziegler. And where's it at now? Beasley into the back row gets the point. And they jump up and down because that was a hard-fought point.
Boy, Loogootee just looked off kilter the entire time of that play. Barr-Reeve with some excellent defense and kept putting it back across.
Do we appreciate what we see in the volleyball when we see these two teams get together? Let's don't take it for granted. 16-11, Loogootee leads. Kinney hits it over and gets the point. Beasley dove after it but couldn't get to it.
Another nice placed ball by Kinney down the sideline into the back row of the Lady Lions.
16-12. Loogootee turns right around tomorrow morning, goes down to Jasper, plays Castle right off the bat. It didn't work out so well last year. They won 1 out of 3. Jenna Nepp gets it now, and it's hit up by Beasley. There's Ziegler putting it down off the hand and out of bounds of Kinney. Loogootee gets another point. That's where it's so tough for the Vikings to get a run, because that power for Loogootee sooner or later is going to come through. 17-12, Ziegler is out. Kaylee Robbins comes in to serve.
Well, it's not really the problem with that. It's consecutive points that they have, the trouble getting.
Right. 17-12, Nepp hits it to the Lions. Richardson to Ackerman. Ackerman hits it in the net. Abby's had a little bit of a tough time tonight. 17-13. Lady Vikes still in this one. 25-19, the Lions 1-1. JV went to the Lions in 2 tonight.
Game very well mirrors the first game. Loogootee got out to lead.
There's a serve by Tanisha Graber. There's a kill attempt by Beasley, but Graber is there. Now Cisco goes up high. Kaylee Robbins digs it out. Beasley hits it just over the net. Skylar Chestnut. Now Nepp to Cisco. Has to tap it over with her left hand. Now Wagner gets it high in the air to Abby Ackerman. Blocked again by Kinney in the middle. Nepp will set it to Cisco. Blocked by the Lady Lions. Beasley dug out by Wagner. And it'll get out by Beasley. And it's a 3-point game. 17-14.
Vikings need consecutive points here.
And it'll be Tanisha Graber to try to get another one back for the Lady Vikings. She hits it to Wagler. Wagler now Richardson. Right side Beasley gets the point for the Lady Lions as it just landed on the Viking side after hitting the hand of Cisco, and it's 18-14.
There once again is Beasley or Ziegler to answer, preventing Barr-Reeve from those consecutive points.
That's probably the best way to say it. There seems to always be an answer. A little bit of, here we go now, is Richardson and Robbins and Ackerman in the back row for the Lions. Ackerman serving it. And it would have been out, but Tiara Kinney gave the Lions a point that time as she hit it to her side and it went out. 19-14 Loogootee. Somebody there's got to yell and tell her. 19-14 Loogootee.
I don't think Amber DeCourcy's sit down since she walked in the building, has she?
I don't think so. There's Chestnut winding up, but touched at the net, deflected by the Lions. Now it's Wagler hits it strong. And it'll be, I don't understand. Loogootee, I don't know if they were looking for a tip or not, but it didn't look like it was at all.
I didn't see a tip.
But it's a point to the Vikings. It's 19-15.
Because I don't see a lot of things.
Well, that one, I don't think anybody could have had a chance to get to that one. Now the serve by Allison Hoover. Good serve, but Robbins is right there. Richardson, Beasley in the middle for the kill. And it's 20-15. That one was placed perfectly right on the line on the right side. Timeout, Coach DeCourcy. Her team trails 1-0 and 20-15 in set 2. Back after this on Razor Radio Sports. And the Lions will have to serve.
Good, buddy.
Can't get over this crowd, though. It's terrific for a Friday night volleyball game. Nothing better to do around here, that's for sure. Whaley Wagner serves it. Hit up. Now Kenny right and it's blocked by Beasley. Set now to Bullock. Not a real good set right close to the net. There's Beasley. Look out. Oh, my goodness. In the back row, the Lady Vikings save it. Now the Lady Lions do the same. Now the Lady Vikings will have a chance. And Cisco winding up. Richardson. Now for the Lady Lions, it'll be Wagler hitting it over. There's Bullock. Nepp right back to Hannah. It's blocked by the Lady Lions. Richardson hits it over. And, oh, this is unbelievable. The Lions get the point off 4 hits by the Lady Vikings, but they dug it out of the net. But it hit one too many Lady Vikings. This defensive play has been tremendous. 21-15. You can't give on any point here.
We can't do that justice on radio.
No, we absolutely cannot. Lady Lions get another point off either the block by Wagner or hitting into the net by Cisco. Lions, just as it was in game 1 at this point, I think I said they're ready to run away with it. And the Vikings made a little run. And Lou, like you said, this is almost exactly like game 1.
Yeah.
Lady Vikes.
They make a run, but they can't do any, really dig into the, eat into that lead.
22-15. There's Chestnut. And the Lady Lions again deflected into the back row. There's Beasley getting the set. Hit up in the air and off the rafters. And the Lady Lions now have a 23-15 lead.
Boy, that was a nice try to, yeah, but she put some power on that. It hit the girder up there. Came straight
that's
back
how
down.
hard it was hit. It hit Nepp's hand and just went straight up. Wagner now serving it. There's a far set to Bullock. Bullock may get that point. She does off the hand of Robinson into the Viking student section. They haven't had a lot to cheer about tonight so far. They trail at 23-16 here in game 2. Last year, very hard-fought 3-set win by the Lady Vikes, 3-0. But in the section of the Lady Lions got the revenge. At the time, Barr-Reeve was number 1 and undefeated. There's Corey Cummings. Now the Lady Lions, not a good pass from Beasley. Nobody was there. 23-17.
Just about the same time that Barr-Reeve made their run last time.
Is it too little, too late, though? It'll be Corey Cummings. Dug up by Abby Ackerman, and now the Lady Lions will get it back after the tap over. Wagler hits it into the back row. Tanisha Graber. Far set again, Bullock. And she gets the point right in the middle of Abby Ackerman and Kaylee Robbins. Neither one moved as quickly as what Doug Denson would like to see as he talks to them. He's the father of Coach Lacey Wade. He's been around. He was the head coach one time for the Lions.
Doug has to sit down in chairs all by himself.
Yeah, he does. And then if somebody needs some instruction, he'll pull them over and talk to them. 23-18 now the score. Lady Vike fans get into it. There's the serve by Corey Cummings. And Richardson, how about that little block? And now the Lady Vikes will set it up again. Blocked by Wagler. Nice job by Demi going after it. Wagler hitting it with her left hand. Tanisha Graber's there. Hannah Bullock gets another kill, and again, it's Ackerman and Robbins with kind of miscommunication. Timeout, Lacey Wade. And the Lions, 23-19, their lead dissipating just a little bit on the RTC Communications scoreboard. Timeout, take a quick break. Right back after this on Razor. 23-19 Lady Lions, but the Lady Vikings have scored the last 2. Trying to scratch back into this. Corey Cummings serve. Kaylee Robbins digs it up. Richardson a back set to Beasley, and I guess that's one way to put it into it.
That's what they said. Hey, he's got to start in the back row. Nice pass up front, nice set, and Beasley with another kill.
Lions trying to get their second consecutive 25-19 win. It's set point here. Beasley to serve. Tanisha Graber passing it up, a nice pass. There's Jenna Nepp going up for the kill, blocked by Ziegler. And the Lady Lions, Richardson. Ziegler trying to put it away. Game 2 to the Lions. Same score, 25-19. 19. So the Lady Lions jump out in front, 2 games to none. 25-19, 25-19 on the RTC Communications scoreboard. And they'll try to close it out when we come back after this on Razor Radio Sports. Tonight, the Lady Lions have had their way so far against the young Lady Vikings, 25-19 and 25-19. And, Lou, one thing's for sure, Coach DeCourcy is not going to let her team quit. Even if they lose 3-0, the Lady Lions are going to know they're going to be in a battle here in the set 3.
Well, you know, that as I mentioned before, the power that Loogootee has, I think, you know, this was a big concern, and they've showed it here tonight. And I thought maybe that we could nullify it maybe with the defense of the play. And they've made some excellent plays. Barr-Reeve has made some good plays, but Loogootee backcourt has also made some great plays. So, and just the power when they had to have the kill. Barr-Reeve would make a run, kind of maybe a 7-point lead down to 4 or 3, while they'd end up by a kill by either Beasley or Ziegler, and they build the lead right back up.
That's one thing that you notice about Barr-Reeve. They look very fluid on the defensive end, and that's one thing that I'm impressed about the Lady Vikings. So,
well,
they're only going to get better.
Oh, absolutely.
And they've got some girls that are making some kills and hitting the ball rather well, too.
You can see the power is going to be there. It's just not quite there where Loogotee's is right now. Hannah Bullock will serve for the first point in Game 3. The Lady Lions win the first 2, 25-19 and 25-19. And it is hit by Beasley in the back row. Richardson, far set to Abby Ackerman, and it'll be a point to the Lions off the double block out of bounds. But this Lady Lion team, I mean, when you look at Demi Richardson, Christina Ziegler, Michaela Beasley, those are the 3 that you just couldn't wait to get to the high school level. They've been talked about forever. And this is a team that they expect to get a state championship. So if it's not this year, they'll have another opportunity next year. But you got to win the sectional. We all know that around here.
Well, there's a lift by the Lady Lions, point for Barr-Reeve.
And it's 1-1. And then the Lady Vikings, you can say the same thing about their sophomore class. You know, they may have to get a little more height on them, but very, very athletic sophomore class. Jenna Knepp, a junior, serves it for the Lady Vikes. Abby Ackerman goes up. And in the back row is Tanisha Graber. Knepp, a far set to Kinney, taps it over the Lions side. Beasley runs it down, but can't get it. Wagler had a last-ditch effort after it, but couldn't get it over, and it's 2-1. The Lady Vikes have a rare lead here.
That's right, a rare lead. I think they had it early, part of Game 1, but that's been it tonight.
I see Taya Harmon down there. She's Oakland City, of course, back to watch her team. I'm sure she wishes she could be out there to help them. There's Ziegler tapping it over. Nice job going after by Bullock. Now Wagler for the Lady Lions. Richardson will set it to Abby. She goes up high. And is it in? It is. The Lady Lions get the point. Graber dove after it. Tanisha. But the Lions tied at 2.
Well, look at how many collegiate athletes that we've had out of these 2 programs in the past few years as well. You know, the real shame is in the old single class format, they didn't play each other in the tournament.
Yeah, I remember that a time or 2 at least, right? There's Kinney off the hand of Richardson. Kinney will get the kill, and the Lady Vikes get the point back 3-2.
So a lot of this history has, you know, come since they, incorporated into class sports.
They played some before, but not.
Yeah, you
all
just didn't know. They kind of
we played Ben Sims.
And Loogootee went to Paoli.
Yeah, it was really screwed up.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody, you didn't know where everybody was going to play each year. We're back in play, and it's going to be Cisco hitting it. The Lions get a touch. Kaylee Robbins. Now Beasley. And a nice job in the back row by Jenna Knepp to hit it way high in the air. Cisco taps it over, but there's Demi Richardson. Now Wagner set to Ackerman, and the junior's not very big, but she's got a power punch herself. Abby Ackerman gets the kill that time.
That's a couple kills for Abby here in the 3rd, and nice placement once again. And, you know, as we said, it all starts at that back row. Nice pass, good set. Abby got it right where she wanted it.
Got a group of Elmhurst Blue Jays listening up there. Brian Ackerman, her brother, celebrating his birthday yesterday, number 19. And Cisco for the Lady Vikes. Get it over to the Lions. Dug out of the net by Demi Richardson. Now it's Sierra Kinney. Jenna Knepp. Back set by Chestnut. What a play by Richardson. Wagler gets it over in the back row. Demi Richardson She's just unbelievable. There's no two ways about it. But the Lady Vikes it up with a point. I think it was it Cisco? I think it was.
One thing's for sure, when Demi's done, you know that they're going to have to wash her uniform because it's touched almost every piece of the floor.
4-3. You know, Taylor Whitmer, of course, is the most dominant volleyball player ever at Loogootee. But boy, when Demi's done, you're going to have to look at both of them, and it's almost apples to oranges, but which is the best player ever to play at Loogootee? 4-3. Lady Lions trail it and make it 5-3 as Remington Wagler just barely hits it, and it doesn't go over.
Speaking of Taylor, she had her team up here in the IU tournament and had a big tour bus up on Walker Street.
I saw that. They were at her parents' home. And there's a kill by Beasley. 5-4 as Tennessee Chattanooga, right, is who Taylor is the assistant coach for, and they were in the tournament up here at IU. So Taylor's very much around the volleyball
Our
program.
intern said they made a lot of food, and those girls ate every bit of it. Didn't leave him anything.
5-4, Lions trail it. Wagner serves it. Knepp will set it. In the middle is Chestnut, and there's another one. Lou, where'd she come from? She's just a sophomore, but you can see if it's set right to her, she's got some power.
Yeah, that was right in the middle, a set to her right in the middle, and from the center, she was able to put it down.
And the Lady Vikings have their biggest lead at 2. And they have the serve in Corey Cummings. 6-4 the score. Wagner has to go backwards to get it. Richardson sets it to Beasley, and that'll put a stop to that. 6-5. It wasn't a real power hit, but it was deflected and out of bounds. Beasley will go back to serve. Ziegler will come back in. And sitting down is Kaylee Robbins. So the Lady Lions trying to put this one away, but right now they're just trying to get the third set tied. It's 6-5 Barr-Reeve. Graber in the back row digs it. Now there is Hannah Bullock hitting it to the Lions back row. Ackerman pushed over by Richardson, dove by Graber in the back row, and there's Bullock. Now the Lions. Richardson sets it, middle, Ziegler, good night. 6-6 tie. Christina, we haven't said her name too much tonight because of the rotation, but she's just as deadly as Beasley is.
She's got 11 kills.
Does she really? 6-6. The other part of those Twin Towers. Yeah, Beasley in the back row. Or Beasley serving, I should say. Well, Ziegler hit it, and it went in the net, but the Lady Lions dug it out somehow. Beasley hit it over. Now Bullock, a strong hit. Abby Ackerman's right there for the dig. Now Wagler hits it over, and off the hand and out of bounds. It'll be Loogootee point. And they get the lead back, so that's 3 consecutive for Coach Wade's Lady Lions, 7-6. Beasley again. The set to the Lady Vikes. Bullock. She gets the point. Hannah Bullock makes it 7-7.
Boy, Hannah's had some flashes of great volleyball here tonight.
Coach Lacey Wade of the Lions had a baby just a few weeks before the season started. You see her husband, Chad Wade, with the carrier of the baby everywhere he goes here at these games.
Oh, but what, Chad? Bruce.
Bruce, right? Yeah, Bruce. Glad you said that. 7-7. It's 8-7 Barr-Reeve now. Bruce Wade. I never see Chad Wade with it. See Bruce a lot, and I'm sure he's somewhere here tonight with that tiny little baby. 8-7 Barr-Reeve, so Molly Chilton will serve. Again, a chance to give the Lady Vikes the lead by 2. Wagner hits it defensively, and there's the kill by Ziegler. It's off the hand of Tracy Graber. And we are tied again at 8. Lady Vikes just can't extend that lead and feel comfortable. Enough at least for Coach DeCourcy. Remington Wagler serves it. There's the kill attempt by Bullock. And boy, I tell you what.
That was a great little short set. Bullock got it right where she wanted it.
That was the serve by Remington set that up, really. It was an easy pass to the front row, and then a beautiful set, and the hit by Bullock. It's 9-8. Now Bullock back to serve. Barr-Reeve with a lead, and now she just missed serve. Service error ties it up at 9.
That's just the first here in the third for Barr-Reeve. They have, what is that, Louis, 4 total?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
9-9 now, Demi Richardson. They call her Ninja for a reason. She's all over the floor all the time. And there's the kill attempt by Tracy Graber, and there's Ninja doing a dive over somersault. Now the Lady Vikings, Kinney gets an attempt, and she makes the most of it from the left side. Kinney gives the Vikes the lead back 10-9.
Kenny puts it down the sideline that time and just out of the reach of Beasley.
Cisco in for Corey Cummings. Timeout called by the Lady Lions, so we'll take a break. Third set, Lady Lions lead 2-0, but the Vikes have a 10-9 lead in this one. Back after this on Razor Radio Sports. Extended the lead and had a pretty good, comfortable lead most of the game. This time it's been back and forth, but the Lady Vikes have certainly held their own in set 3. 10-9, they lead. The Lady Lions spending a lot of time in that huddle around Coach Wade. And here we go. It'll be Jenna Nepp to serve and getting encouragement from her coach, Amber DeCourcy. No matter what level, one of the great coaches in high school volleyball. And there's a rotation error by the Lady Lions right out of the timeout. And a point to the Lady Vikings.
And that was a wicked serve by Nepp.
So it may have been ace anyway.
It could have been.
11-9 now. They're trying to get their biggest lead of 3. Nepp. Beasley, though, digs it up. Richardson, Ziegler for the kill. It's blocked by Kinney, and now it'll be Nepp to Cisco. Cisco taps it over. Nice job by Ziegler to get it back and hit out. No, is it in? Yes.
On the line.
It's on the line. I think Jenna Nepp's the one who tapped that over, and it was right on the line. And it's a 3-point Lady Viking lead. Getting some confidence here in set 3.
Consecutive points here for Barr-Reeve, and Nepp providing the serves for the Lady Vikings.
Nepp hits it over, hit up by Wagner. Richardson runs it down. It'll be a back kill attempt, and it's what a great play by Bullock to save it. Now they'll set it up for Kinney. Kinney hits it to the back row. There's Wagner for the Lady Lions. Here comes Abby going up high, going up strong, but there's Tanisha Graber. Now the set to Kinney. Kinney for the kill. It's long, and the Lady Lions get the point. 12-10, they trail it. Looking for that tip, but it didn't come from the officials. Ziegler sits down. Kaylee Robbins will serve. So 12-10, the Lady Vikings have the lead. Now the officials looking at their card. Now they say, let's go, and Kaylee Robbins will serve. Tanisha Graber right there in the middle passes it up. Nepp far set to Cisco. And it was a touch that allowed Kaylee Robbins to pass it up, and there's Beasley, but a nice job by Nepp. Jimmy Richardson. Now Wagner will set it to Abby Ackerman. Blocked by Tracy Graber. Again, it'll be Wagner setting it for Beasley. Now the Lady Vikes. Nepp will get it to Kinney. Wagner digs it up for the Lady Lions. There's Beasley tapping it over. The Lady Vikes are right there. Jenna Nepp. Kinney. Back row Lions. Robbins. It'll be Richardson. Far set to Ackerman. Ackerman gets the kill.
3 kills by Abby here. She got that one, and both teams doing an excellent job of moving the ball around on the defensive end.
12-11. I've seen enough Lion games this year where they can be a little bit inconsistent. They've been very consistent so far tonight. Robbins served it, but hit over by the Lady Vikes, Tierra Kinney, and Robbins had to dive after it, couldn't get to it. And the Lady Vikes get their 2-point lead back. Tanisha Graber, one of 2 Lady Viking seniors. Corey Cummings the other. Graber serving, and Wagner couldn't hit it back, and it's a 14-11 Viking lead. And the momentum now clearly
almost got called for rolling up her arms that time.
Graber hitting it this time deep to Robbins. Robbins gets it to Beasley. Beasley has to go into the Lions players to get it out. Now there's Cisco going up and hitting it way too strong. And that's just an unforced error, but when Hannah looks up and sees 6'1" Beasley up there, you got to go over it sometime, and that time just a little too much. Hania said Hannah, but it's always been a difficult one. But Hania Cisco, she's a junior. 14-12. Chestnut gets the point.
Beasley there with the block, but enough power to get it over. And the ball dropped for Barr-Reeve.
15-12 the score.
I think she thought it was going to be stronger kill than that.
It'll be Hoover serving. Ackerman will get the dig, and Wagler hits it over. Hoover now digs it up. There's the set to Bullock. Nice job by Abby. Wagler in the middle. Beasley hits it way strong, and it's a point to Lady Vikes. And now that's a 4-point Lady Viking lead, 16-12.
Lady Lions with some mental errors here.
We talked about the injury to Kelsey Seals in the junior varsity game. I'm not sure if she's here. If she's not, I'm sure she's listening. Kelsey, we hope things turn out well for you. And there's another point. Things not going so well right now for your teammates. The Lady Vikes get another point, and Coach Wade will call another timeout. It's 17-12. Barr-Reeve here in set 3. The Lions lead 2-1 on the RTC Communications scoreboard. And we're back after this on Razor Radio Sports. Vikes up by 5. They lost by 6 in the first 2 sets.
I don't know. It seems like Loogootee was a little bit lackluster in that. I mean, from before, I mean, they were setting it up.
It's not there right now.
But I think maybe they, said, hey, we've got 2 games, 25-19, and I think we can take them. We'll go through the motions here.
That's one of the things that I think I've noticed is they're not putting them down like they did in the first 2, where they had the chance to go after some hard kills.
Here we go, back in play. The Vikes hit it twice, so the Lady Lions will get the point. The serve was hit up from Hoover to Abby Ackerman, and it was hit twice by the Lady Vikings, and now it's 17-13, so Whaley Wagner will have a chance to claw into the lead just a little bit. She serves it up. There's Hoover, now Bullock, and there's Chestnut, but Wagner's right there for the dig. Wagner into the back row. Nice job. That's why she's an offensive specialist. Tanisha Graber, she's great. Wagner. Now Richardson. Look out. Beasley and Richardson ran into each other. Now it's a free ball on the Lions side. Abby dives after it. What a play. And the Lady Lions get it over to the Vikes side. What a play by Abby Ackerman. Chestnut now hits it. Would have been out, but Robbins went after it. Now Wagler. And that'll be a point to the Lady Vikings. 4 hits. Well, the Lady Lions gave him one that time because Robbins went after it. That was clearly out.
And I'm not sure if that wasn't 2 times that it was going to be out.
18-13, the Lady Vikes get that 5-point lead back. It'll be Corey Cummings serving now for Barr-Reeve. Cummings' serve is hit up by Ackerman, but it goes backwards. Kaylee Robbins now a back hit by Richardson into the back row of the Vikes. Sets it up for Jenna Nepp. Dug up by Wagner. There's Beasley, but there's Tanisha Graber right back at it. Now Chestnut hits it strong, and there is Kaylee Robbins. It'll be Wagner with a chance for the kill, and it's out. And the Lady Lions now trail it by 6, 19-13.
Boy, and Lady Lions are going to have to put a little more mustard on these kills. Remington did that time, but send it wide.
What the Lady Lions wanted to do was get the Lady Vikings out of this arena, thinking it's going to be tough to come back in the sectional and compete. But that's not what's happening. There's another race. Abby Ackerman couldn't handle it, and it is a 20-13 Barr-Reeve lead. The Lady Lions have fallen apart a little bit here. Lady Vikings momentum has swung their way, and they're going with it. Corey Cummings serving again. Little dunk serve. Wagner dives after it, and it'll be hit by Beasley into the back row. There's Graber. Set up. Look out who's got it. Hoover. Now Ackerman. There's a set to Beasley. Hits it in the net, and it'll be 4 hits for the Lions, and it's 21-13. The Vikings inch closer to their first win of the night.
And I'm not sure what happened there. A little miscue on the set and the timing by Beasley that time.
21-13. Lady Vikes have the lead. They have the serve from Cummings. Not a great pass for the back row by Ackerman. Wagner will tap it over. And that'll give the Vikes a chance to set it up for Bullock. She gets another kill, and the Lady Vikings are taking it to the Lady Lions right now. 22-13, a 9-point lead. You win this one, then it's anybody's contest. Best of 5. The 5th and final set, if need be, just goes to 15. Win by 2. Beasley puts it down, but again, the Lady Vikes are there, but it hits the antenna, and it'll be a Lady Lion point, and that stops a run. 22-14.
That's a huge hole to dig out of here.
It'll be Beasley from the service line to start digging. The back row, Tanisha Graber in the middle. Hoover to her right. Yep, to the left, but Graber's the one who gets it. And there's a set to Bullock. And she gets another kill. And it's the Lady Lions right now who cannot put together consecutive points. 23-14, Barr-Reeve. Molly Chilton back in to serve. Sitting down is Skylar Chestnut. One sophomore for another. Molly's serve is hit up by Abby Ackerman. A good pass. Ziegler high in the air. Wagler will give a free ball to the Vikes. And there's Hannah Bullock taking advantage of it. And they're within 1 point of set three.
That's the difference in this game. The Lady Lions are giving the Lady Vikings way too many free opportunities, and they're not putting it away.
24-14. It's set point now for Molly Chilton and the Lady Vikings. And she hits it out. So they had the opportunity, but still right now, 24-15. The Lady Lions would have to come from way behind in this one. Well, 1 point at a time. Remington Wagler will try to get that point. Tanisha Graber digs it up. There's the Lady Lions now. Richardson to Ziegler. Ziegler gets the point, and it was hit out by Hannah Bullock, and it's 24-16. Lady Lions were pretty well in control of the first two sets, winning 25-19 in each. But the Lady Vikings have been in major control in this one. Wagler hits it into the back row. It'll be net for the set kill. No good. No, it's blocked by, and they're going to say a double hit. Lady Vikings didn't see it. 24-16.
And the official must have been watching it. I was like everybody else. I was watching where the ball went.
Wow. It'll be interesting to see whether that's
24-17. Lady Lions got that goal. Now it'll be in the middle. Graber hits it up and almost hit it backwards. And now the Lady Lions, Whaley Wagner does a nice job of going after it. Beasley from the back row hits it out. Lady Vikes win game 3. So after consecutive 25-19 Lady Lion wins, a very impressive 25-17 Lady Viking win. We're back with set 4 after this on Razor Radio Sports. Greg Bateman, Alan Williams, and Olu Cavanaugh back here at Jack Butcher Arena. And the Lady Lions in control in the first two, but not even close in set 3. So the Lady Lions, Alan, are going to have to wake back up to get back in this one, or else the momentum fully goes to the Lady Vikings.
Well, they just kind of let the wheels fall off there in that third one, and defensively, they gave Barr-Reeve way too many opportunities to set it up in the back row and, set up for the kills.
The Lady Lions just didn't get the passing, Lou. I think that's what the difference was.
Yeah.
We talked about the defense in the first two. The Lady Lions maybe counteracted that, but not in set 3.
No, they didn't set it up for the kills like they were. I mean, the first two were just very powerful oriented. I mean, and besides digging it out, I mean, Loogootee's done a great job at that all night, but still, I mean, they just didn't show the power in that third game. And Barr-Reeve, there's a very good defensive club, so you can't give them. And that's what's won a lot of games for them this year. I mean, not necessarily the power, although they've done pretty well, but that game was kind of a surprise. I mean, it was just like two different Loogootee teams.
Well, it's not often it's a 3-0 match anyway. I know it was last year, but you remember how hard that was. So this one's not any different. 2-1. Two of the top 5 ranked teams in the state of Indiana in Class A going at it. And my guess is by tournament time, you may see a 1-2 matchup here. But the rankings are kind of hard to figure anyway. Lady Lion fans have been in it from the start. The third game gave the Lady Viking fans an opportunity to get back in.
You know how well the rankings are in basketball. Loogootee last year never received a #1 ranking.
Be interesting to see if they start #1 this year. That's not too far away, The tournament in volleyball is not too far away. Where we're at, we're September 20th now, is that right?
What is it, the 18th? Is that when, October 18th? Is that when they...
It's somewhere in that week. I thought it was an earlier time frame than that. Okay. I didn't bring it with me, but it is around that time frame, middle of October. Here we go. First set by the Lady Lions, but a block there by Ziegler. Pushed over. Now the Lady Lions will have a chance in the middle. There's Ziegler again. Taps it over, but the Lady Vikes are there. Bullock winds up. Nice dig by Beasley. Richardson now to Ackerman. And what they call? Point to the Lady Lions. Not sure, well, I guess the net, but sometime hard to see what they call, but the Lady Lions get the benefit of the call that time. They lead 1-0.
Lady Lions look like they got a little more fire here.
Remington Wagler gets the point off the serve. A couple of misplays from the back row into the front row, and the Lady Lions come out leading 2-0. Lady Lions got behind early in that third set and never did catch up. Remington Wagler serves it long, and there's another unforced service error. Not that many for the Lions tonight, but every one is important.
That is just the third on the night.
2-1. Lady Lions have the lead. Hannah Bullock throws it up, serves it, dug up by Wagner. Wagner's done a nice job in the back row. Blocked by Graber, and the Lady Lions get another opportunity in the back row, and now it's the Vikings. Hit over to Wagler for the Lions. Richardson with a high set to Ziegler. Ziegler into the back row. It's out. Then we're tied to apiece. So after a 2-0 Lion lead, the Vikings have battled back here in the fourth set. Bullock getting the 2 points. There's Ziegler, has to tap it over, and that's not the way it was drawn up. She almost went to her knees to dig it out, and the Lady Lions get the point, though, nonetheless. Good thing she's got those long arms. Christina Ziegler. 3-2 Loogootee. Demi Richardson serving. Hit up by Cummings. Knepp passes it to Kinney. Blocked, though, by Ziegler, and the Lady Lions get another point. 4-2, they lead it.
Talk about not a lot of service errors for the Lady Lions. That could be because they're powder puffing some of these across and giving Barr-Reeve some good setups.
Richardson hits it over. Graber. Now front row Kinney will bump set it. Lions. Richardson. Ziegler almost got the kill, but a one-handed save by Bullock. Kinney now hits it over. The Lions will be able to set it up again in the middle to Ziegler. And blocked by Graber for the point. Ziegler thought she had one there, but Tracy Graber said, not this time.
Well, she got both big gals for the Lady Lions with that one as it came off Ziegler, then hit Beasley.
Well, she's a force there in the middle. Sometime the Lions overlook her, and she makes them pay every now and then. 4-3 Loogootee. Jenna Knepp serves, and Wagner digs it up. Richardson to Abby Ackerman. Ackerman into the back row. Now it's Bullock, and the Lions get the point as Tracy Graber tried to tap it over, but hit it out. 5-3 Loogootee as Kaylee Robbins comes in. She gives up a foot to Christina Ziegler in height. But the 5'2" lefty sophomore, little jump serve, hit up by Tanisha Graber, set up in the middle to Kinney, and a nice job by Kaylee in the back row to dig it up. Now Beasley slams it down, but there's Jenna Knepp. And the point to the Lions, as it was Abby Ackerman there at the net.
A nice job that time. Overpass by Barr-Reeve. Abby was waiting on it.
6-3 Loogootee. Kaylee Robbins again back to serve. And it's in the net. And there's another service error for the Lady Lions. So you said they
second here in the fourth. That is 4 overall.
So they doubled the previous 3 games output right here in the fourth set. 6-4, they lead it. Tanisha Graber serves Wagler. Tough pass. Richardson. Now it'll be Beasley tapping it over, but now the Lady Vikes will get a chance. It'll be Cisco into the back row of the Lions. Robbins, a nice pass. Richardson, nice set, and Abby Ackerman put it down, but a nice job digging up by the Vikings, but it goes in the net. Tanisha Graber, I think she thought it was a pretty good pass, but nobody was there. 7-4, Loogootee now leads it. It's a critical part of the game for the Lady Vikings right here. Abby Ackerman serves. Hannah Bullock. Now Jenna Knepp to Cisco. Cisco. It'll be Wagler. Richardson, Beasley taps it over. There's Ania Cisco. And now the Lady Lions will have another opportunity. Pushed into the back row by Richardson. Knepp to Cisco. Winding up. Block point. Loogootee. Michaela Beasley there. And the Lady Lions jump out to an 8-4 lead. Coach DeCourcy pacing up the sidelines.
One thing I'd like to see the Lady Lions do is put it down a little bit more, a little less tap.
Ackerman's serve is dug up by Bullock. Kinney hits it out, and the Lady Lions have a 9-4. Got to see a timeout here, don't you? Yep, Coach DeCourcy will call time before this one slips away. 2-1 Loogootee on the RTC Communications scoreboard. 9-4 they lead it in this one. We're back after this on Razor Radio Sports. Lions have come back to form a little bit here after the Lady Vikings. Well, they simply blew them out in that third set. Lions lead 2-1 and lead here 9-4, trying to close the Lady Vikings out. Let's see what the Lady Vikes can do out of Coach DeCourcy's timeout. Abby Ackerman serving and dive, dig, but do they get it over? Yeah. They finally somehow get it over. There's Beasley, though, and Hannah Bullock there for the dig. Bullock from the back row will push it over, just gets it over the net. Richardson set to Wagler. Is it in? It is, and it's 10-4 Loogootee. That's Remington's. She's got some kills possibly. I don't know how many you got for her, but that's certainly the strongest she's hit tonight.
That's her fourth kill on the night.
It'll
She
be
liked
Abby
that
Ackerman.
one down the sideline in the corner.
Aimed perfectly. Abby's next serve just over the net. It tipped the net. Cisco now will have a chance to free ball it over for the Lions, and there's Beasley tapping it over for the point. She hasn't had to do that too much tonight, but she got one of those tap points there, and it's 11-4. Lagootee's extended their lead. Ackerman serve well into the back row. Graber, nice pass. And Cisco, nice job by Robbins, though. It is an overpass, so the Vikings will get another chance. Cisco will get that chance. And Abby Ackerman's there. Running it down is Richardson and Robbins, and Beasley hits it over. There's a tap over by Jenna Neff. That's the second time she's done that. Getting ready to set. The Lady Lions back up, and she just dinks it over. 11-5 the score.
Jenna has a great vision of the court to be able to do that.
Allison Hoover's serve is a nice pass by Robbins. There's Beasley. Taps it. Cisco is there. Jenna Neff, Hannah Bullock for the kill attempt. And it's deflected by Beasley into the back row. Ackerman, and now Richardson will hit it over. Free ball to the Lady Vikes. There's right side Cisco, blocked by Wagler. Cisco gets it right back. Now in the middle, there's Chestnut. Lady Lions, Ackerman. Richardson will set it for Wagler. Again blocked by the Lady Vikings. Be a far set to Bullock, and she gets the kill, and here come the Vikings. 11-6. 2 in a row for Barr-Reeve. Allison Hoover will try to make it 3. The serve is long, and that's no way to do it. That one was just powered out, and this serve by Allison Hoover, and it's 12-6. When you're trying to get into the game, that's what kills you, those unforced errors.
That is just their first here of the fourth. 6 overall for Barr-Reeve.
But right back to the Vikings. Whaley Wagner hits it in the net.
That is 3 in the fourth for the Lady Lions. 3 points for Barr-Reeve.
Well, Barr-Reeve has 7 points in the game. 3 of them off missed serves for the Lions. Service errors. Corey Cummings will now serve for the Lady Vikes, trailing 12-7. And it's hit up by Robbins. Richardson will back set it to Beasley. Beasley, nice job in the back row by Corey Cummings. Bullock hits it over. Now Richardson will get a chance to Wagler. And it's touched at the net. The Lady Vikings. There is Jenna Nepp. And she'll get the kill off the hands of Whaley Wagner. And here indeed come the Lady Vikings.
A nice set that time to Jenna. Jenna with the power that time into the back row of the Lady Lions.
12-8. Lady Lion lead. Cummings. Ackerman now gets it to Wagler. Wagler with the push over the Viking side. It'll be Jenna Nepp for the kill attempt. She got it.
Rolled up over the net and just out of the reach of the extended arms of the front row of the Lady Lions. So assist by the net.
The net can be your friend.
12-9 the score. Cummings trying to draw a little bit closer for the Lady Vikings. Not a good pass by Wagner, but there's Robbins, and Wagner will hit it over. Vikings have a chance in the middle for Chestnut, and the Lady Lions just gave up on that one in the back row. And we're at a 2-point game here, 12-10.
They're going back to their old ways of just pushing these balls across, setting up Barr-Reeve, and they're pounding it down just like they did in the third.
Corey Cummings to serve again. And it is Kaylee Robbins undecisive on that, so not a good pass again. Wagler gets it over. It's deflected by the Lady Vikings. Up in the air high is Nepp. Nice job by Whaley Wagner to go get it. Now the Lady Vikes will have a chance again. It'll be Bullock getting the kill, and it's 12-11. They found a weak spot in the back row, and Coach Lacey Wade will call timeout. Lady Vikings have come roaring back here in set 3. On the RTC Communications scoreboard, they trail it 2-1, but they trail this one only 12-11. Back after this on Razor Radio Sports. Well, just got a text from our buddy Bryant Ackerman at Elmhurst. He says, thanks for the shout out, but we've got to give one to Kyle Wiest, of course, from Edinburgh, who's his roommate up there because he's cheering for Loogootee. Kyle, thank you very much. Oh, sorry, Lou. 12-11. Those who cheer for the Vikings are into it now. And not a good set. Beasley in the net. We're tied, and look out. Michaela goes down hard, and she gets up. She's all right.
That was an old-fashioned clothesline there. She just got too far out in front of it.
Well, we got a brand-new ball game. 12-12, and Corey Cummings continues to serve. Now it's for the lead for the Lady Vikings. Richardson sets it for Wagler. Wagler gets it now into the back row, and here's Hannah Bullock for the lead. Nice job by Abby Ackerman. Here's Beasley tapping it over. Nice job by the dive by Cummings, and now the Lady Lions, Richardson to Beasley into the back row. There's Graber. A chance now for the Vikings. Nepp over. Richardson dives after it. Got it. Wagler, look out. Beasley gets it. A little miscommunication there, but Hannah Bullock goes up, and it hits the net, but there's Beasley. Richardson right back to Michaela. Into the back row. We got another one of those long rallies here. Into the back row. Is it in? Yes, Lady Vikings have the lead. Jenna Nepp placed in right corner.
I can tell you who's leading on my Bill Dobson Ford Tough Player of the Game for Barr-Reeve thus far.
Well, I guess Jenna for you, right?
Yeah, just slightly.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, you could spread that one around. That's for sure. 13-12, Barr-Reeves come all the way back with a lead, and make it 14-12 on the ace by Corey Cummings again. In the back row, it hit the back end of the line, and the Lady Lions let it go. Remember, 2-1 Loogootee right now, but if Barr-Reeve would win it, they'd force it to set 5, and you only go to 15, win by 2. Richardson now to Beasley. Beasley has it blocked. Point Barr-Reeve. It was Chestnut, I think, that got that one. 15-12, and guys, that is what, 9 points in a row. I think it was 12-6 at one point.
Yeah, it was. It was 12-6.
And Cummings has got them all. 15-12 Vikings. That one may have tipped the net, but not a good set by Richardson, but Wagler got it over, but it gives the Vikings Bullock a chance again. Abby Ackerman digs it up. Kaylee Robbins will get it to Beasley, who punches it over. 15-12 Barr-Reeve. Make it 16-12. The kill by Chestnut.
Boy, and the defense by the Lady Lions has fallen apart once again as they're just setting it up for Barr-Reeve, who's taking shots at the back row of the Lady Lions.
This is where they miss Lauren Bowling, their defensive specialist. Abby Ackerman is doing the best job she can, but she just simply hasn't played back row all that much. She's still learning it. Almost a service error, but instead it turns into a point as it squeaks across the net for the Lady Vikings. Timeout, Loogootee. That is 11 in a row, and the Lady Vikings have jumped out to a 17-12 fourth set lead. 2-1 Loogootee on the RTC Communications scoreboard. Let's take a break and come back after this on Razor Radio Sports. We said it before when the Lions won the first two convincingly. A different team, and in this game, they've been a different team.
Well, they looked good early. I mean, they looked like they were back to their old form and using their power again. But I don't know. It seems like since that time, Barr-Reeve used more finesse as far as, just like Jenna Nepp picking the holes there.
Well,
and Hannah
picking
Bullock.
the Lady Lions apart defensively.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Not blocking at the net, and
Cummings confident on the serve. Ackerman digs it, but a bad pass. But the Lions somehow get it over as Richardson dove after it, and Robbins hit it over. But Bullock gets another kill, and the Lady Vikings get consecutive point, number 12, and they lead 18-12. What was a 6-point Lady Lion lead has turned into a 6-point Lady Viking lead. This one looks like it may go to the fifth game deciding game. Now there's Richardson to Beasley. Beasley puts it out, and it's 19-12. And the Lady Lions just look shaken right now. Wow, who would have thought after the first two that we might go 5, but it looks like we're headed that way. Corey Cummings gets the serve. Now Richardson will have a chance to Wagler, and Wagler puts it down, and finally the Lady Lions get the point. But again, Allen, it's keyed by that. That was a good pass in the back row. Good set. And that's the way the Lady Lions are going to have to get back in it.
I'm going to change up my prediction on the Barr-Reeve Fourth tough player of the game. I'm leaning Corey Cummings.
A long way to go yet. 19-13.
May change again.
Beasley serves. There's Bullock. Killed. Got it. 20-13. I think you hit it on it earlier. The Lions serves. A lot of times they're just free balls, basically.
Yeah, they are not putting much mustard behind that, and it is. You cannot do that against a team with that good of a back row as Barr-Reeve, because they are able to place it wherever they want to in the front row.
Skylar Chestnut serving. It's hit up by Wagner. Richardson now a far set to Ziegler. Block point, Barr-Reeve, Tracy Graber. And they lead it now 21-13. What a turnaround.
That's a big key with Tracy Graber coming alive in there.
Chestnut, sophomore again for the serve. Wagner, good pass this time. Richardson to Ziegler, and she rolls it across the net. Somehow gets the point. 21-14. That's not exactly the way you want to get the points from your 6'1" power hitter.
No, with the assist from the net, but Lady Lions now need to put consecutive points on the board.
Wagler serves it. Graber hits it up. There's Ginninep for the kill. Blocked, but the Lady Lions, are they going to get it over? Yes, they will. Michaela Beasley. Now the Vikings will get a chance. It'll be Ginninep pushing it to the back row, and the Lions will get a chance for the kill attempt. Right side, Ziegler. Blocked again by Graber. And Bullock tries to put her down. She does. And it's the duo now of Graber and Bullock up front that's giving the Vikings that push.
And that's some nice blocking at the net, and Lady Lions are not able to get around the blocking of Barr-Reeve.
22-14. Barr-Reeve right now with a commanding lead. Bullock hits it. Wagner hits it high in the air. Ziegler hits it in, and the Lady Vikes just right in front of Coach DeCourcy. That's not a good place to let it fall. Oh, point Loogootee. 22-15.
You don't see that happen too often, but that's a major mistake.
Timmy Richardson uses Coach Denson's towel to wipe the perspiration off.
Let's see some power serve out of Demi here.
Demi's serve is hit over, and now it'll be Knepp to Graber. Puts it down to the Lady Vikes.
Boy, and Barr-Reeve right from the back row. A nice pass forward. A great set, and they placed it back in the corner where there were no defenders for the Lady Lions.
Folks, we've got a sectional. No question about it. 23-15 in a sectional atmosphere here tonight. Barr-Reeve leads it. Loogootee leads 2-1, but Barr-Reeve about ready to tie it up. And the point not yet given. The Lady Lions, nope. Now the Lady Lions finally get it. I'll tell you what.
Wow.
Cisco dove after and kept it alive. Ziegler got the kill. But 23-16 is the score. And it'll be Kaylee Robbins to serve for the Lions, trying to get something started. Tanisha Graber. Knepp. There's Kinney. Blocked. Knepp, or rather Kinney gets it up. And the Lions will get a chance with Richardson in the middle. Beasley gets, nope, is it out? It's out. Diving after was Knepp, but didn't touch her. And now the Lady Vikes are at set point. Well, they gave the point to Loogootee, but it should be 24. There you go, 24-15, I think, is the score. And the Lady Vikes now have a chance to close out set two. In a remarkable turnaround, they do. Final score in set two on the RTC Communications scoreboard. The Lady Lions were dominant in the first two. The Lady Vikings were more dominant in the next two. They win this one 25-16. We're going to a set 5 deciding game. Best of 1 now. You just go to 15. Got to win by 2. We're back with that one after this on Razor Radio Sports. Butcher Arena, Greg Bateman, Al Williams, Olu Cavanaugh. 25-19, 25-19. The Lions were convincing. then all of a sudden they forgot to play volleyball. Or Barr-Reeve started to play Barr-Reeve volleyball. Which is it?
I don't know. As I say, you know, Loogootee shows their power from time to time, but this last, you know, when they were down, Barr-Reeve was down in game 4, 12-6, and then came back and what was the score, 11 in a row. I mean, that was a phenomenal run against the teams at the Loogootee. And that big mow that they got was enough to propel them.
Yeah, it was actually 13 in a row, Lou. It was 12-6. They went to 19.
3 service errors by the Lady Lions, and Corey Cummings just ate them alive at serving.
Here we go. Just go to 15 now. The 5th of deciding game. Win by 2. Hannah Bullock will serve first for the Lady Vikings. And the Lady Vikings body language looks like that they are much more up right now than the Lady Lions, as you would expect. But the Lady Lions have to find a way to get back in. A good start would do that. Here we go. The deciding set 5. Bullock serve is passed up by Wagner. Richardson to Ziegler. Ziegler has to go back to get it. Got the point. And a really good defensive team had a lapse that time here, the first point of the 5th set.
Another one of those that dropped in between 2 players.
Now, there were 4 Lady Vikings looking at that as it went down.
1-0 Lady Lions. Demi Richardson now to serve for the Lady Lions. Tanisha Graber hits it up. Ginonep to Kinney. Kinney puts it down. We're tied 1 apiece. Nobody for the Lions was close on that one. Wagler gave it a shot, but couldn't get to it. Ginonep to serve. Great student section representation from both schools. Beasley hits it up in the back row now to Abby Ackerman. Ackerman hits it over. Bullock passes it up. Set up for Kinney. Kinney, nice job in the back row by Wagler. And Beasley from the back row hits it in the net. 2-1, Barr-Reeve. She got up high, but hit it low.
Now, miss hit off her arm that time, and here comes Barr-Reeve.
2-1 Vikings. Ginonep serving. Hard serve, but a nice pass by, but I've never seen that before in my life. Beasley hit it up in the air. Ackerman and Wagner were right there together, and it landed right in the arms of Whaley Wagner. She caught it. She couldn't move her arm because Abby was right there. 3-1, Barr-Reeve gets 3 consecutive points. Ginonep, Beasley. Now the Lions will have a chance with Ziegler. Blocked by Graber, and the Lady Vikes take a 4-1 5th set lead. Christina just has to pound that, Alan. She's just not putting the power behind it right now. Tracy Graber doing a great job up front. Now Ginonep.
Cannot afford to get any more. They've got to answer now.
Nep. Now Wagner, not a good pass. Wagner will not get it over. It's 5-1, and Coach Wade may have to call a timeout. Not yet. When you look at that back row, Remington Wagler and Beasley not used to playing it. Whaley Wagner just starting to play it, of course, here at the varsity level. And it's shown here as of late. 5-1, Barr-Reeve. There's a nice pass from Beasley. And that gives Abby Ackerman a chance to tap it over, but the Vikes aren't going to have any of that. They push it into the back row and into the corner. Point Barr-Reeve, 6 in a row.
And that was Jenna Nepp again.
6-1, Nepp pushed it into the corner.
Okay, I'm leaning back to Jenna Nepp.
With perfect placement. Well, Nepp to serve again. He's been there for a little while now. Lady Vikes with a comfortable lead for the moment. Beasley passes it up. Richardson to Ackerman. Ackerman. Now the Lady Vikes will have another shot at it. Bullock gets it into the back row of the Lions. Wagler, Richardson, middle. Ziegler hits it too far. And the Lady Vikes have another lead. And Christina is having some problems here tonight. 7-1, and the confidence of the junior has been shaken, you can tell. And that, a lot of it has to do with the block of Tracy Graber. 7-1, Barr-Reeve. There's the next serve by Nepp. Richardson to Abby Ackerman. Ackerman has it touched by somebody at the net. Into the middle, around the left side, Kinney puts it down. And the Lions look like they don't have a shot at it right now. They trail it 8-1. You don't see people diving after it. You just see uncertainty in that back row at the moment. The Lions, win or lose, are going to have a lot to work on before tournament time.
And they don't have too much time to consider it because they've got to turn around tomorrow.
Yeah, 8-1 the score. Vikings have the lead, and it's out, and it's 9-1 as Beasley These are not forced errors. I mean, they're not making the Viking defense work. Lady Lions scored the first point of the game, but 9 unanswered by the Vikes here in the 5th and deciding set. 9-1, they lead it on the RTC Communications scoreboard. Timeout. Back after this on Razor Radio Sports. Well, 9-1 in a game to 15 with a team like Barr-Reeve. It would have to be almost a miraculous comeback by the Lions to win this one. Ginnon Epp to serve again.
That'll leave the Lady Lions saying shoulda, woulda, coulda.
And back to work. Beasley in the back row. Now Richardson to Abby Ackerman. Blocked. Point. Vikings 10-1. The Lions just have not been able to get the sets to where their big hitters can hit them.
Well, defensively, that is where Barr-Reeve has stepped it up in the last 3 with blocks at the net. And
was that Tracy Graver again?
I'm not sure, Lou.
I think it was.
10-1 the score. Knepp again and hits it out. And Whaley Wagner at the last second said, I'll let this go. 10-2, so that's the only way the Lions have been able to score. Unforced errors by the Vikes, and there's not been many of those. Demi Richardson trying to get the Lady Lion crowd back into it. Boy, I'm sure some people left thinking this isn't going to be a match tonight. Well, it hasn't been the last 3. It's been all Vikings. And there's another Viking good effort, but the Lady Lions get it back. Wagner, Ackerman, now it'll be Beasley, and she just plain mishit it.
Well, that is 2 missed hits by Bees here in the 5th.
Sometimes Michaela has trouble timing when she goes up and the ball's coming straight down, and that was one of those times, and it's 11-2 Barr-Reeve. It'll be Tanisha Graber to serve. She'll try to serve it out, and the way the Lady Lions have been playing right now, they've got, and they just look uncertain out there. They don't even know where they are right now as far as, and that's going to happen whenever you have these players who haven't played the back row before. They're just now getting into it. There's the serve. Richardson trying to direct traffic out there. Beasley gets it, but another deflection at the net, and it'll be a Loogootee point as Ginnon Epp goes down hard, and so does Demi Richardson, but Nepp was in the net, and it's 11-3. But a lot of confusion on the Lions' side. Demi Richardson barking out the orders right now, but trying to get the team encouraged. 11-3. Ackerman hits it to Graber. And there's Cisco winding up. Nice pass by Robbins in the back row. And a tap over by Beasley. But even that one, it wasn't a real good set from Richardson to where Beasley could handle it and where she wanted it. Nice dig by Robbins. Wagler gets the point, and it's in. And the Lady Lions trail by 7, 11-4. But a couple of the sets where it looks like Beasley or Ziegler could hit it hard. Demi's been just a little off tonight as well. Ackerman, now Graber, and there's a chance for Kinney for the kill, and there's no doubt about that one. And it's 12-4.
And it's been a team effort for Barr-Reeve.
You talk about the Lion power, it's been non-existent in these last 3, and it's been the Viking power that has put it to the Lions.
Well, it's the defense, the blocking, and the back row play with setting up their power players up front.
Now it's a free ball again. A lot of those to the Vikings, giving them a chance. Just like that, they get another one. Skyler Chestnut in the middle. And the Lady Vikes are 2 points away from winning this match here at the home of the Lady Lions. 13-4. Hoover hits it over. Ackerman hits it up. In the middle, Beasley says, I'll take one at least. Thank you. And that's when the Lions are at their best. When Richardson sets it nicely to Beasley and you don't really have a chance. But it's been far too few of those tonight. 13-5. Wagner serves it out. 14-5. No, it's in. It's in, so it's an ace right in front of Coach DeCourcy. And right on the line, and the Lions get a break that time, 13-6. Wagner hits it over. Hoover. There's the set to Cisco. Nice job by Whaley to dig it out. There's Beasley. Gets a point for the Lions, 13-7. Well, whether Yogi said it or not, it's not over until it's over. But the Lady Lions haven't really given us any indication that they can run off 6-7 in a row, particularly here in the last 3 sets.
calves are burning from that uphill climb right now.
Skylar Chestnut tying her shoes, and now we're ready to go with Whaley Wagner. Lady Lions trailing 13-7 here in the final set. And it'll be Bullock winding up. Pass by Ackerman. Richardson taps it over, gets the point, and here come the Lady Lions. Will it be too little, too late? 13-8. And now Coach DeCourcy says before it gets too late, let's call timeout. Settle our team down. Take a break. We're in the fifth and deciding set. 13-8 Barr-Reeve. Back after this in Razor Radio Sport. Youthful enthusiasm from Barr-Reeve and kind of old ladies for the Lions at times, but yet they're a young ball club too. And now the point to the Lady Vikings. Hannah Bullock puts it away off the hand of Kaylee Robbins. And now the Lady Vikings can close it out. 14-8, match point Barr-Reeve. Coach DeCourcy has got to be tickled pink with this one. Corey Cummings to serve for the Lady Vikings. Trying to close out the match. Richardson to Beasley, and the Lady Vikes will get a chance on the set to Bullock, and the game's over. Barr-Reeve wins it. And they jump up and down, celebrating at midcourt as well they should. They played a very, very good match, particularly the last three. They dominated, as a matter of fact, the Lions in the last three. It was all Loogootee 25-19 in the first two. Then Barr-Reeve took over 17-25. And I don't even have the other score, but it was just as bad, right? And the final was
25. Yeah, 25-17 in game 3 and 25-16 in game 4.
Wow, and 15-8 in game 5. So, surprise, surprise for the Lady Lions tonight. They just didn't have it. And the Lady Vikes go out of here with another win, and that's their 21st of the year. We'll take a break, come back with our Bill Dobson, 4 top players of the game, and recap this one. The Vikings win it in 5 on Razor Radio Sports.
I think really for Barr-Reeve, you've almost got to go, if you're going to go with one person, it's going to have to be Jenna Knapp. Jenna is the one that got things started for them, but it could be several players for the Lady Vikings.
We could go through it, and that's the way Barr-Reeve's been all year. You could go through every single player. Remember the big service run by Corey Cummings?
Right.
Tracy Graber in the middle of the net. Unbelievable play by Hannah Bullock. I mean, every one of them. Tiara Kenny, of course. Cynthia Cisco, Skylar Chestnut. Molly played a great role. And Allison Hoover. You could really go with all of them, but if you had to say one, I'd probably agree with you. Jenna Knapp is the leader of that club, and she led them to a victory tonight.
Yeah, and she really got things started for them when the chips were down and it looked pretty bad in the first two. She really rallied the troops and got them forward. For Loogootee, I'm not sure.
Well, when in doubt, go with Demi Richardson. I mean, Demi is somebody who's going to give you 110% every time out, and she just couldn't get her ball club rallied around her in the final 3 sets. But Demi Richardson, the Bill Dobson 4-top player of the game for the Lions. This truly was a tale of two teams. Loogootee looked really good, Barr-Reeve average, and then Barr-Reeve looked really good, and maybe Loogootee looked a little less than average. But that's part of a growing team. The Lions' back row just isn't there yet. And they've got a long way to go with injuries and graduation from last year, but they've got some time.
Why not? A couple things that Barr-Reeve did really well is they served the ball well. And that's one of the things that I think the key to the Lions, we talk about not having many service errors, but you can't place it the same place every time in the middle of the back row so they can pass it up and, set up a kill every time, which it seemed like happened an awful lot in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th for Barr-Reeve.
I think, Lou, even though Loogootee was ranked number 4, Barr-Reeve number 2, coming into Jack Butcher, I think the expectation was that maybe this Loogootee team was just a little bit better now, but now I don't think so, at least not at this time.
Well, the balance, I think, finally paid off. You were talking about the run that Loogootee had the first 2 games. This went into a 12-6 lead into the 3rd game. I mean, they did look good, and I don't know what changed as far as the power that they were using, but something changed in there, and once Barr-Reeve seemed to get their confidence, I mean, it made a big difference. They even got down in that 4th game.
Well, I agree with Lou. The ground and pound was not there in at the end of 3, 4, and 5 because no blocking at the net. You hardly saw any blocking for Loogootee, and then that created issues in the back row where we know they have problems. And bad passing, and then they would just send it across, and Barr-Reeve would set it up and pound it down.
Yeah, not getting it set up for the kill. And the thing, I don't know who you guys picked for the player of the game, but Tracy Graber, that was real. I mean, there was a lot of players for Barr-Reeve.
What we did, Lou, we picked Jenna, but we mentioned every single one of them.
Yeah, because Tracy at the net made such a difference tonight. I mean, she has been getting better. Of course, Jenna is always there. But Corey, and you're right, it was just a balanced effort tonight from a lot of different kids, and Tiara Kenny. But, you know, Barr-Reeve may have wore him down. But, by the way, I did talk to Amber down there, and she was going to talk to the team and then come up. So,
you know, you talked about confidence. It went both ways all of a sudden. When the Vikings got it, the Lady Lions, and remember, it's not a senior-laden team Loogootee has. I mean, no matter what people think, this is a team, this is a work in progress, even though they have their big hitters. And tonight it just failed them in the back row, and the confidence you could see just went down quickly and never did come back.
Well, when you don't get your big hitter set up and they don't power things across, then you got issues, and that's exactly what happened.
Well, the Lady Lions really dominated the first 2, but the Vikings were even more dominant in the final 3. So it really was a tale of 2, and it tells you nothing for the sectional except it's going to be another nail-biter.
Oh, my.
And, yeah, I mean, both these teams will be better by sectional time. That's scary.
Yeah.
Lady Lions will have to be better. We know that. But the Lady Vikings will, too. I mean, they'll have to be better as well. They had their moments in the first 2 sets. But the thing is, Coach DeCourcy won't let her team quit. Down 2-0, seemingly out of it. You get that third set, guys, and like I said, it's anybody's contest.
Well, that was a big difference, you know, when Barr-Reeve did get down. And one thing that I'm sure that Amber really likes is that they did not give up. Barr-Reeve kept going, and I mean, they played very good volleyball after in that third game, and that gave momentum. Even in the fourth game, they got down, came right back. They're fighters, and I mean, you know, there have been games that, you know, we've seen them in tournaments, and they've beat some good teams this year. Up at Bedford, I think they had 2 games, 26-24 and 27-25. So, I mean, they've been in some tough games so far, and yeah, sectional is going to be something else.
Well, that definitely, you know, as Amber said in the pregame interview, they look at different points in the season.
Yeah.
And this is one of the measuring stick games that they look at, and so does Loogootee, and they know that they have some work to do now. I know a lot of folks had some confidence that it would be 3 and out, and it looked that way for a little bit, but they've got some work to do. They do have good hitters in the front row, but Greg, that suspect defense in the back row that everybody knows about really cost them down the stretch.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of time to get that in order. I mean, once they lost Lauren in the middle of the season, maybe a little before the middle of the season, you had to make adjustments. People were playing with people they're not used to playing with, and that's not easy to do. And as I said before, the Lions look really good at times during the year, aside from this game, and then they have games like they did tonight. You don't know which one's going to show up. So that's got to shore up for them to be a contending team in the tournament, no question about it. Well, we'll take a break before Coach DeCourcy comes up, as no question she is heaping the praise among her ball club, but I'm sure she'll let them know that they'll have to be back here in about a month from now and maybe playing the same Loogootee Lady Lion team. So
I'm sure she, you know, is giving them some praise, but she's going to keep them pretty humble and say, you won this one, but this one doesn't mean what the next one does.
So the Lady Lions lose this one to the Lady Vikes in 5. We'll take a break. Coach DeCourcy will be up to join us in just a few minutes on Razor Radio Sports.
Greg, we do want to thank all of our sponsors that helped us out to bring high school volleyball here tonight. Kind of like taking candy from a baby when you said we're going to do Barr-Reeve and Loogootee. Would you like to sponsor that?
And everybody jumps on the bandwagon. Is that what you're saying now?
They know when these two teams get together, you're going to get an outcome similar to what we had tonight.
Yeah.
Well, one team's always going to be disappointed with the outcome, but it seems like you know, no matter what it is, if they played a game of chess, we'd probably draw a crowd and be able to sell some sponsors for it.
I do want to congratulate the junior high volleyball team. They're both 7th and 8th, 11-0. Abby Knapp and Danielle Knapp coaching them, and so they're having a great season. And also to the boys cross-country team that's won the South Knox Invitational last Saturday and then the Barr-Reeve Invitational on Tuesday. So they go tomorrow at the Pike Central running that invitational. So
one of these days, Lou is going to broadcast from the cross-country tournament.
Yep.
He's going to run alongside with wireless mic.
well, I don't think
That's not tomorrow, though, right?
no, that's not tomorrow. And I don't
I'm
think
trying to get him in shape for it. But
Well, speaking of in shape, Coach DeCourcy's walking up these steps expecting with a child, and we're sitting here like gentlemen waiting for it.
She got my headset.
But you know what, though? At least she had a good night on the court, so
yeah, she won't
won't be
mind.
too upset, will she?
No. Okay, Greg, we'll let you start off there.
Coach DeCourcy, the gentleman we are, we let you walk all the way up the steps. Have a seat there. Have a seat. You doing all right?
I'm doing okay.
Probably doing
The
pretty good
doctor is
tonight.
standing by.
The difference between the sets. First two, Loogootee dominated. Next three, Barr-Reeve dominated more. What was the difference?
You know, we just, I just felt, you know, we know what they have, and you know, obviously, Ziegler and Beasley, they're going to get theirs, and we just have to try to take care of everybody else. And it's not necessarily that I really felt that we played that horrible in set 1 and 2. I really thought we did a lot of things well. We just let them get too many spurts in a row, you know, get off 5 or 6 in a row, and then we just dug too big of a hole. And then set 3, we just talked a lot about, okay, you know, it's do or die here, and we talked about their confidence. We don't care what happens tonight, as long as we go out there and we push this set. If we get this one, what do we have to do for the next set? And we just really focused on taking 1 point at a time.
Well, I had heard from Louie and others, I hadn't seen you play this year, that you don't have to rely on the 1 or 2, maybe big hitters that you had to in the past. We had a player of the game, Coach DeCourcy, but we had to mention everybody because everybody contributed again tonight, and that's been your season, right?
That's you know, it's no secret. We do not have a put-away killer. You know, something that we've been used to the last 6 or 8 years. You know,
Maybe not yet.
Having that, you know, one girl, hey, we need a kill. Those 1 or 2 girls, you know, that we know we can get the ball and they're going to make something happen. But you know, this is a total team, and you know, we have hitters, and they just have to be consistent, and that's something that we've really been struggling with. You know, even though we're 23 games in, you know, we're still young, we're still inexperienced, and you know, as you saw tonight, you know, we would make good plays, and then you know, we would have a hitting error at a crucial time, and you know, that's something that we still have to get better at.
Amber, the momentum, you know, in this game seems to be more so than any sport, and Loogootee had it going. I mean, you guys would try to make a run at it, but not enough to really do any good. And but all of a sudden, you know, in Game 3, when you were down 12 to 6, things just seemed to come together, and the balance, and just not letting the ball hit the floor.
You know, we were relying on our outside so much, and you know, with their big blockers, all they had to do was camp out there. I think we were down, what'd you say, 12-6 or 11-5, something like that. It's like, okay, you know, let's concentrate, let's serve aggressive, and we got to start mixing up our sets. And you know, if we weren't going to mix them up, all they were going to do was sit on the outside and, you know, block us all night. So
we were kind of curious, you know, what you were telling your girls in there after the game. I mean, because you know that in another month you're probably going to have to play them again, and you know, obviously you remember what happened last year, and you know how
I would like not to, but that's okay.
But
you can forget now. You got to look forward, right?
But obviously you're going to have to be back here probably another month.
We have several games left before we're even, you know, obviously we are working for sectional, but, you know, we know that anybody can go down on any given night. And, you know, you can't just say, well, we're working for Loogootee in sectional, because, you know, we have other opponents in our sectional that, you know, are capable of playing well on any given night too. You know, North Davis played us very well on Tuesday.
They did.
So, you know, to say that we're, you know, just focused on them is
I
not.
did not mean that you're focused on them.
I know, Louie, I know. But, you know, we still have a lot of work to do for being a month away.
Well, your team, one analogy I had that it looked like toward the end showed so much youthful enthusiasm, and it was the Loogootee team that's still young, but they looked kind of the older group that just kind of faded away. It seems to me like this team is so teachable. So, they just want to learn. And I know they're still learning. I mean, you're talking about sophomores for the most part out there, sophomores and juniors, and a couple of really good seniors. But you have to enjoy that aspect of it. And I've got to believe that's why you're in coaching, to continue to teach these kids that want to learn.
Oh, absolutely. One thing that I was so proud of him in the locker room was, at the beginning of the season, you get on these girls and they kind of, I can't do anything right. They hang their head. Well, they're starting to take constructive criticism differently. We're on you for a reason. And tonight, when we were on them, or when the other girl, when they were on each other, they didn't take it as a downer. They took it as, okay, I got to get in gear here. Here's what I need to do. So they finally turned that switch, and they weren't hanging their head. They were trying to find out something positive that they could do.
Being as young as they are, too, have you had to, with the lack of expectations maybe coming into the year, have you had to temper them a little bit? Maybe when they were number one in the ranking, or maybe when they had a big win like tonight, that, hey, folks, we know how you can play. But have you had to temper them just a little bit?
We had to have the talk with them that, when you lose the caliber of players that we lost last year, like you said, expectations were going to be down. And, this group just came in and they were like, hey, we want to prove people that, we want to prove to people that we can play. And, obviously there's still a lot of room for improvement, but, they
getting down that road.
Yeah, they just kind of had that, chip on their shoulder that, we want to have a good season, and here's what we need to do it.
I know you want to get back, but I know also you'd love to have every opportunity. I mean, Barr-Reeve is such a good volleyball program that it doesn't start with you. It starts somewhere else, and maybe you have a big part of it. But maybe you have an opportunity now to talk about some of those coaches around you that help develop these girls that by the time they get to the high school level, they know how to play volleyball.
We have an elementary program that goes on in the fall. And my junior high coaches and volunteers do that, and they are all past players. So I think that is very key. Past players who have been through the program, who have been in the program, who know what we're looking for. And, my varsity staff and even our volunteers are just, they just excellent. And I find out, when I'm in this situation like I am now and sick and can't really do a whole lot all the time, they step up and help me tremendously.
But you don't sit down during
I know.
the course of a match.
That's my fault. I know.
Does the doctor know that?
Yes. And I've been warned. But
All right. Well, Coach, we'll let you go. Congratulations.
Thank
Obviously,
you.
the girls should feel great about themselves, and we'll see you in a month.
Thank you very much.
And good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Coach Amber DeCourcy and her ball club going out of here happy tonight, trailing 2-0, Lou, but battling back, and not just battling back, I mean taking control and winning 3-2.
They did, and has to be a confidence booster for them. But, they're again in the back of their mind. She said they've got some big games yet coming up. They go to the Boonville tournament a week from Saturday, a week from tomorrow. And then, of course, it's looming, the end of the season.
Well, the Lions have about, they'll have to get up in about 9 hours and 10 hours and head down to Jasper and play some very good teams. But that's part of it. You got to bounce back, and we'll see what the Lady Lions are made of.
But, last year, and Loogootee had, and when I saw these first 2 games here, I thought, here we go again, because Loogootee had played so well against us. And
Difference being there were a lot of seniors on that Loogootee team last year. This year's team, they're good enough.
Yeah.
But will they play good enough when it comes time for the sectional? They're going to have to grow up a little bit. There's no question about that.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys, we got to do the fastest teardown ever. The bathrooms are broke. They had a pipe bust. So if you thought you were going to go here, Greg, survey says wrong.
Let's get out of here then. We okay for the night then? Got everybody
I
in,
think
right?
so.
Okay, all right. Thanks to all of our sponsors, as Alan said earlier.
We'll let you know updates on, most of the football games throughout the states. That's what they'll talk about on Indiana Sports Talk following us here tonight. So not sure about North Davies. We'll get an update from Bob Lovell every 15 minutes following the game here tonight.
All right, Lou, Alan, next time we'll see you. We'll be here at the sectional, probably right here at the very site at Jack Butcher Arena. Tonight, the Lady Lions fall to the Lady Vikings in 5. As the Lady Lions fall to 16-4, the Lady Vikes go to 21-2. For Olu Kavanaugh, Alan Williams, and Gary Schwartzentruber doing the video tonight. I'm not sure what he's going to do with that, but whoever wants it can have it, I guess. Huh? I think most Barr-Reeve people will want it a little more tonight. We thank you all. We thank all those listening on the internet tonight as well. This is Greg Bateman. You've been listening to High School Volleyball tonight on Razor Radio Sports.